Good morning. Your weekday kickstart is here. It's time to live, impact, value, and engage heart first. It's time for Live at 7:55 with Mitch Taylor.
Good morning. Welcome to Live at 7:55 for this Monday, May 18th. I'm Mitch Taylor here for your weekday motivational kickstart that is live at 7:55. Thank you so much for being a part of my life, being a part of viewing. I appreciate you, and I'm glad we're together on this Monday morning. So I wanted to chat with you here today, specifically about a few things. Good morning, Jeff. James Kelly, good morning. Jimmy, good morning. Wes, good morning. Happy belated birthday, Wes. Timmy, good morning. Chris, good morning. Thanks for being here, guys. Tom, good morning, sir. Today's episode, I want to get into a quote that happened last night in regards to the actual Last Dance episode with Michael Jordan. And there was one part where he stated, and I'm paraphrasing a little bit here because I didn't get a chance to write it down. Good morning, Frank. Good morning, Matt. And that is, I'm not worried about my last shot because I haven't taken it yet. In that regard, Jordan was in the moment. He wasn't forward thinking to that last shot. He wasn't in his head about having to take the last shot in the game. Why? Because he's already put in the work. He's put in the work physically, mentally, emotionally, to be there, to be present in the moment with what's happening around him, and to be able to react and to be able to push off. No, I'm kidding. Those that watch the series know what I'm talking about there. And that's what I want to encourage you to do, to be prepared in all areas of your life for that moment, to be able to be in the moment with each other, with your loved ones, because you frankly never know when it is your last dance. This show today is dedicated to a DJ that had a massive heart attack and passed away this past Saturday. His name is Michael Mosina. Now, Michael was an avid viewer of this show, and I thank you for allowing me to have a moment of silence for Michael. He's an avid viewer of the show, and I actually had a chat with his wife. Long story short, I found out early Saturday morning, or I guess it was early Sunday morning, that he had passed, and talked to his cousin briefly over Facebook. And his wife ended up later that morning, calling me. I had never met the woman before in my life. But her telling me about Michael and about how he lived his life, how they went to bed that night, how he rolled over to her and basically said his final words to her. And again, you never know when it's going to be your last dance. And so take that time to physically, mentally, emotionally prepare to be in the moment, just like Michael Jordan was. And just like Michael Mosina was. Now, Michael was, again, a DJ from Ohio and died at 51 years old. And so I just want to dedicate this show, this episode, to him because we never know when it's going to be our last dance. And I thought those two things aligned perfectly as a message for you this morning. I don't want to sound downtrodden at all, because I think it's pretty cool, the lesson that Michael Mosina shared with us at the very end, and how his last words were to his wife. And somehow I think he knew. So that's it. That's the lesson for today. Thanks so much for watching live at 7:55. Greatly appreciate your viewership. Looking forward to another new episode for us tomorrow. Just a heads up, as you typically know, I take the summers off for being with my family, enjoying back in the fall. We're going to probably at least take next week off a little bit. So I've got some time set aside to spend with the family next week. So just a heads up, no live at 7:55 for Memorial Day week, but wanted to share with you where we're at in the process with things. And again, dedicate today's episode to Michael Mosina, the great life he had as a DJ, as a human being, and thank him for his viewership. And I thank you. We'll see you next time tomorrow on another edition of Live at 7:55. See you then.
Thanks for watching Live at 7:55. To bring Mitch to speak to your organization, go to MitchTaylor.net. Now go live, impact, value, and engage heart first.